Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today I got John Palermo. Where'd
Ah,
you get the dynamite from?
oh, it was fake. I made it to make it look like dynamite. So I got caught with the juveniles, and then I got released after 3 days being in detention, juvenile detention. And while I was at my sister's house, the phone call started coming from Chicago. Now, my brother-in-law was told, go play golf with this guy, meet him at a golf club, play golf, bet on the golfing match, and lose it. This happened 3 times. Now, what was happening was the Las Vegas judges were getting paid off to fix my case. So now I got subpoenaed that they want to charge me as an adult with this case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who came to my rescue? Tony Spilotro and the mayor of Las Vegas, Oscar Goodman. They came to my rescue. They fixed my case. Now my final court date for for jail time or whatever. I walked in the courtroom and the judge was like this. He went down, then he looked at me, he went down again. Then he came on record, they put the microphone back on. He goes, Mr. Palermo. I said, yes, sir. He goes, it says here you attempted to shoplift at a 7-Eleven store. Nah, I tried to rob a hotel and casino. Now that they're saying I attempted, he goes, Mr. Palermo, do me a favor. I said, yes, Your Honor. He goes, I want you to leave my city, never come back, and I want you to leave my state and never come back. You are to be on the next plane to back to Chicago. And I said, yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
But you knew there was hell to pay once you got home to your stepfather, right?
No. This is different. Tony Spilotro made a phone call to Chicago, and he told my stepfather to take this kid home because I had to sit down with Tony Spilotro after this happened. I thanked him for helping me and all that, and it was kind of dicey. So after the picture was Michael Spilotro. He goes, if you don't want Johnny to come back here, he goes, I'll take him in. Oh, my father wanted nothing to do with that. He knew that I was a gangster at 17. That would just put, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would just put me in the Mafia automatically. He didn't want that. So he sent me back. We got started getting along again, It was just kind of like this heal. We grew out of it. We, shook hands. We kissed each other. We got out of the situation. It took time.
So your stepfather owned an abortion clinic, didn't he?
And a carpet warehouse. He said that's why I seen the action when I first was younger at the carpet warehouse. This was beautiful. I knew, see, at a young age, I knew how to react and how to, you know what I mean? I knew the mafia and I knew how to react to all the situations. You could tell me one command, I know how to react at a young age. You give me a body gesture, I know how to react. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was that tuned into the mafia life, at the young age. So this guy comes in the carpet store and he goes to my stepfather. He goes, yeah, I got a truckload of kerosene. The kerosene carpet was the top of the line carpet back then. Now, I knew what was going down. My stepfather goes, listen, I'm too busy. I can't unload your truck. He says, but here's 20. Why don't you uncouple your back of your truck and go get a sandwich? I mean, the guy he uncoupled his trailer. He gave the guy 20. This is beautiful. He left the trailer back. He pulled up to go get a sandwich. And 2 minutes later, another truck pulls in, takes the trailer, and pulls off with it. He pulled a hijacking. I can't believe it. I mean, Hollywood couldn't script this. Hitting Bagger Stacks. It was I couldn't believe it,
Now, when you were down there and you were talking with Tony Spilotro and all that, did it seem like he wanted to be the boss himself?
Well, through the years, I know what the Splotches were up to. Through the years, we hear Michael screaming, and in front of me, he would say, "Oh, the leadership in the mafia." I mean, not the, he wouldn't say the mafia. He goes, "The leadership in Chicago are getting aging. They're never in town." You know what I mean? The city was free. He would always say that in front of me. I couldn't pick it up quite well why he's saying it in front of me. As soon as Michael learned that Tony Ricardo friended me from my stepfather, oh, he was all over me. He wanted to recruit me. He wanted me part of his crew in the worst way. I got a little older, and it kept coming after me. So I said, "Listen, let me try stuff with you. You know what I mean? Let me try it out. I don't want to make a full commitment." So this is another adventure in my life, buddy. Stex, this is incredible what this was about. So he put me in his crew. He sent me out to collect, juice money from bar owners and nightclubs, protection money. So I collect the envelopes, and I said, "This can't be. This is too easy. You pay me a hell of a lot of money to be in a crew, and this is how it's like a paper route."
Yeah.
And they always taught me. They always taught me, gangster, it's only business. Never get personal. You know what I mean? And they drilled that in my mind. So all of a sudden, before I even thought about it, things started getting a little tougher because it was like a test. You know what I mean? I was being
Yeah.
tested. It's like being an apprentice. And being a gangster, an apprentice. I was in my apprenticeship. So you want to see, because he's trying to tell me, send me a message that if you want to be in the crew, this is what you're going to have to do. You know what I mean? So the collection got a little harder. He sent me to, Jagoff. That won't want to pay. So this one big guy, he goes, "Johnny, listen, you want me to send you someone?" I said, "No, no, no. Don't send no one." He goes, "This guy is big. He's got a big mouth, and he always gives us trouble." I said, "Well, let me try it." So he was going to hand me a gun. I said, "No, let me just try to handle this." And I went to the hardware store. I got a piece of wire, flexible wire. So my thinking is, if I have to jump on that guy's back and choke him out with the wire, you know what I mean? So, I'm a kid. Come on, I don't know, that kind of stuff. So I got my wire, walked to the guy's place, big guy, huge guy. He goes, he started the mouth. He goes, "Man, you gangsters are getting young." He started giving me a little bullshit. So it was a bar. I went in this bar. I went in the back to check if anybody was in the bathroom. I checked in the ladies' room. I checked all around. I was the only two. So I come back out of the bathroom and all that. His back was turned towards me. I jumped on his back. I took, I took my wire and put it on his neck and started choking him. And he's
Yeah.
lying back. He's trying to hit me off his back, so, so what happens? He started going forward. Now I looked at what was he going after. He had going after a gun. He had a gun back there. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get shot." So what I did is I regrouped the wire. The wire I was trying to choke him out with.
Yeah.
And when now I regripped it now. By that time, what he was doing, he's putting his fingers. That's the natural reflex. He's putting his fingers, to relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
So I went back with the wire with the fingers in there. Now, if you feel the fingers, you got to bone so far. So what's happening? My weapon, the wire was fraying. You know what I mean? I was losing grip. So we gripped it. I started doing one of these with the wire in the back of his head. Like you twist the thing on the bread,
Yeah.
and the fingertips, it started coming off. It starts like, because you feel there's no bone up there. So a couple of them popped off. I cut a couple of them off. His neck started bleeding. There's the wire was fraying. So finally the big guy goes down. And I called Michael. I called the boss. I said, "Listen, something happened. It's not good." I thought I killed the guy. So sent a couple guys over. I couldn't move. I don't know what to do with this body.
Yeah.
So, So Michael sends a few guys to the bar. And when these guys went to the bar, they kicked the guy, spit on this fat fuck. We don't want to wait here, this guy. So the one guy was making a phone call. He said, "What are you calling?" He says, "Listen, I own a piece of a funeral home. We're going to send this guy to Auschwitz." So he called me. He said, "We're going to incinerate him. We're going to put him in a cooker, the crematorium, and get rid of him." So we're talking, and all of a sudden I hear a moan. I only choked the guy out. He started moaning. The guy, before that happened, he goes, "Clean up your mess, because there are little fingertips around the floor." So I took the fingertip. I go, "Where am I going to put this?" So his mouth was open. I put his fingertips in his mouth, and I kicked his jaw. So he started moaning. He said, "Let's just get the hell out of here." We didn't call an ambulance for the guy. He was alive, you know. Things got a little more serious, and Michael goes, "Listen, we got a guy. He's not cooperating. Take care of this guy and tell him he's got to pay up, because he ain't paying up, you know." That's how it was, you know. It was brutal. So my guy liked watching softball, 12-inch, men's softball. And at night, there's not too many people, sparse crowd. So I dressed like I was, kind of a uniform. I had a baseball bat and a mitt with me, to make it look good. So I followed the guy for a while. Now, the guy made a mistake, and it was cost him. He got up. It was nighttime, no crowd. It was kind of chilly night, sparse crowd. He got up and he started watching. Where are the guys walking to? And I'm watching him. He was walking to the bathroom. They had the porta potties, at the field.
Yeah.
So it was dark. I said, "Oh, he's playing right into my hands. I like my job fast." So I followed him. And I said, "There's two things." I start thinking, what am I going to do? I said, I got to take him out so he won't have ability to scream for help, okay? Then I said, I got to take his arms out for him ability to fight me, because people will see him, two guys are fighting from a distance,
Yeah.
So this guy walked in a porta potty. He did his business. He comes out. He's like looking dying, like he's pulling up his fly. So I took that bat, and Dex, I swear to God, I hit him so hard across the face, his lower jaw went shift to the other side of his face.